Tank game, tank game, tank game, tank game. Let's go! Hi, do you like tanks? Is the War Thunder grind too long? Are the repair costs putting you into catastrophic debt? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cursed Tank Simulator, also known as whatever this is pronounced as. We have tanks, we have simulation, but what makes it cursed? You don't just research tanks in this game. You make them. Pick a halt, pick a turret, pick a gun, and pray that your doohickey is more of an M1 Abrams rather than a Scooby-Doo van. Parts come pre-spayed as well. Battles in Cursed Tank Simulator are 8 vs 8 PvP respawn-enabled fights. You can bring 4 unique tanks to the fight, although you can only have 5 lineups to save your contraptions to. CTS uses persistent lobbies, so you could join at the beginning, middle, or end of a match. You can even spawn when your team has less than 40 tickets and lose the game for your entire team. Literally me, guys. Depending on the game mode, you start with either 1,000 or 1,200 tickets. You lose tickets based on points captured and respawns. There are 4 game modes: Team Deathmatch, 1 cap, 2 cap, and 3 cap. Nobody plays 2 cap. Now, there's a bunch of maps in CTS and their availability changes by tier, but generally there are more fun maps and literal hell, and which designation you give to which map depends on your setups. Speaking of setups, don't forget to build your tank. 100% of people who quit Cursed Tank Simulator forget to build their tanks. This was supposed to be a joke, please laugh. I know I'm... Okay, you got 12 tiers, they're split into brackets of 2 tiers each, and equipment is assigned to a specific tier based off of their combat power and whether they'll be OP if they're down tiered. Generally, there's 4 archetypes to tanks in this game: heavies, snipers, mediums, and rats. The easiest one to build is a rat tank. Simply put an autocannon on one of the pre-made rat hulls, and you're good to go. Heavy tanks normally have down-tier parts that are significantly difficult to penetrate at the cost of needing to up-tier a weaker gun. Depending on the guns you can up-tier, this may not be an issue at all, or be a very significant issue. Sniper tanks exchange a strong gun and a really good turret armor for weak hull armor. In CQB, their designs makes them easy to kill, but if they put themselves in a hull-down situation, it becomes exceedingly difficult to destroy them. But what makes them scary are their gimmicks. When you build a tank in CTS, there are more than mobility, firepower, and armor to consider. Fire control systems automatically lead and super elevate the gun to allow players to hit rapidly moving targets. Active protection systems protect your tank against missiles and even kinetic munitions if it has a fast enough reaction time. Laser warning systems provide warning to players when someone lasers them or uses the FCS to target them. The ground surveillance radars allows players to spot tanks hiding behind smoke, bushes, and distance. Thermal sights allow players to spot targets at long distances with less scanning. Hull aim makes turrets with bad depression viable in hull-down situations. Generally, sniper setups focus on having gimmicks that others do not, for example FCS and thermals at low tiers, or superior gimmicks than everyone else. If everyone has thermals, the sniper will have Gen 3 thermals. If everyone has missiles, the sniper will have fire and forget missiles. If everyone has FCS, then the sniper will have the longest ranged FCS in the match. Generally, a sniper tank is going to be a pretty good experience on open and long range maps, but on maps without hull down spots, you're cooked, resign. Medium tanks basically do everything well. They have gimmicks, they have armor, they have decent firepower. There isn't a formula for the best medium tank, but generally, you want enough armor so your opponents actually have to aim when you rush them, and enough crew that you aren't sent to respawn with one shot. Enough mobility so you can move in and out of positions. Success on medium tanks basically depends on your skill and luck. Have lots of both. There's also other considerations when you build your tank. The game isn't realistic, stats are gamified and balanced so each part has a unique role. Can 3BM9 penetrate the lower front plate of an Abrams in real life? Does MA2984 only have 480 mils of pen in real life? Probably no for both questions, but in-game, 3BM9 makes 2A26 unique from other guns like GT7 with faster reloads and less pen, and the MA2984 is stuck at 480 mils because armor needs to work. How will the gun affect the turret performance? This is only notable if you have a really heavy gun on a light turret. How will the gun's reload be affected by the reload multiplier? Will your tank flip because it's too top heavy? Does my turret have clips? Does my gun have clips? In a hull down situation, what part of a tank can the enemy hit? What is the heat capacity of my tank's gun? Does your tank have enough torque to turn itself when you put a heavy gun on it? Does your breach clip out of the turret in some situations? Does your ammo clip out of the hull in some situations? Does your turret crew clip out of the hull in some situations, allowing them to be MG'd? How many crew does your tank have? Does your tank have blowout panels that prevent you from dying to ammo explosions? Is it worth it to buy a complete or semi-complete weapon system for half price or third price of a full set? Why does my unmanned turret have ammo permanently lodged inside the autoloader ready to kill the entire crew when someone sneezes at it? Specifically on the T14, does the gun you use load the ammo from front to back or back to front? Rounds aimed at the turret ring can hit the first loaded ammo if it's loaded from the back to front. This is actually less of a problem now after they gave the T14 1400 millimeters of kinetic resistance in a remote turret on a 50-ton tank and 900 mils of frontal armor in the crew compartment. But it was kind of useful back in the day. Hello guys, I am re-recording this section because normally it's supposed to be like 5 minutes long, and I have decided that I do not want to edit for 5 extra minutes if I can get away with not doing that, because it's 11:52 p.m. in the middle of the night. The video needs to be done tomorrow, and I am freaking tired. The key points for ammunition in this game is that everything is basically the same, except heat penetrates more. APDS has bigger spall than APFSDS for some reason. They forgot to nerf it. ATGMs are hard to guide, as always. The bigger the gun, the better effects on target. And when in doubt, use the Quillock 152mm. 2.78 kilograms of high explosive to the face of another tank's turret can actually solve a lot of issues. So there's 2 shops, Joe Shack and Blueprints. Generally, Blueprints are supposed to be better than Joe Shack's parts. Generally. Parts in Joe Shack can be bought with a payment of yen, the game's currency. Parts in the Blueprint section can be bought with yen, but also need to be crafted with materials from crates earned by playing the game. Crates can also contain exclusive items earned by luck, which sometimes are better and sometimes worse than Blueprint and Joe Shack's items. The devs raised the odds of getting these items from crates on special circumstances from 0.1 to 0.5%. Some items are locked behind other items. Most items just include one part, but others, weapon systems, include multiple parts or even a full set. There's also a free battle pass, I guess, that gives rewards, which are mostly like funny, silly, fake meme tanks and also decorations. Oh, and also there's completely original tank designs by the developers. Apparently all the devs have like in-game companies or something. I'm too lazy to follow the CTS Expanded Cinematic Universe. Quick rundown of like the most annoying ones. We got the wall hacker. The wall hacker minus the wall hacking. It has all the anti-heat protection for the turret for some reason. Infinite APS with Gen 3 thermals and radar at tier 10. It also has an infinite ammo pool for some reason. Well, basically infinite. Please don't fix. This is like really funny. Stupid strong frontal armor, autoloader, 2 mechanically scanned ground surveillance radars, a 3-shot clip for a 105mm, coaxial ATGM that breaks barrels for some reason. And that's the only thing it's good at, by the way. 48 times zoom, recessed gunner position, preventing side shots to deter it from killing the gunner. And conveniently placed modules to just block penetrating shots to the turret ring from harming the gunner, and blowout panels to the ammo. It also placed the zone that the funny GeoGuessr guy uses for his YouTube videos. This is a sniper tank. Let me just go into my hull down position at a solid 5 meters per hour, shoot, and then reverse at like 2 meters an hour. Like, what? This is a sniper tank? Really? They are a little bit over-engineered, I'm not gonna lie, but like, this is what happens when you don't have to work in United States dollars as one of the units of measurements you're constrained by. There really isn't one way to get better. You can brawl with people and you can learn what to do or what to not do, or you can be like me and abuse the heck out of the lol pen gun of the week. But here's some tips I've gathered from playing the game for a long time. Use a gun with good post-pen damage. The reload is worth not having to shoot a second time. Paint your tanks gray by default, especially for production line. Have one tank in your lineup specifically for production line and put lots of armor on it. Use binoculars to shoot instead of FCS view when you peek. The skill gap between tier 7 to 8 and 9 to 10 is absolutely insane. 9 to 10 sees all the board 11 to 12 players. If you think they've seen you, they've seen you. If you peek for more than like 2 seconds, the chances of you eating a Sabo or a heat round to the face significantly increase. You know what, just put cover between you and the enemies at all times. It's easier for enemies to spot horizontal peaks than vertical peaks. Use audio. if your team is losing map control badly, settle in and get ready to trade shots, because there will absolutely be people shooting you. And if you try to push an enemy, like even if he's 10 seconds drive away from your spawn, you'll die, because like he just has 3 more friends waiting to shoot you if you push. Besides these tips, I would generally say to stay with your teammates, unless if you're like specifically hold down sniping and you got like a really good position, and learn where to shoot on tanks. Luck and Roblox servers are simply factors that you can't really account for. Some days you'll go ham and pull like a crazy kill streak, like 13-0 or something, and the next day you might have awful luck and just take L's for the entire day. Also, massive respect to LARPers who played the game with like real life loadouts and combos. Yeah. So conclusion, Roblox War Thunder is fun. Yeah, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I hope this gets out on the 19th, because my parents are dragging me to a vacation where I won't have access to my computer for approximately 1 week, while I have SAT retakes to study for, 4 AP classes to study for, and a research paper to stress over. And I kind of need my computer to make progress on each of these, and this video as well. So the all-nighter for editing this is going to be crazy with this one. Anyways, glory to Curse Tank Simulator, glory to the CEO. Buy Quid in chess, and remember, all profits go to the CEO. Who is the CEO? Okay, yap over. The subject of the next video will be decided by a 3-way race between the MCTC devs trying to unhack their game, the Wings of Glory devs trying to update their game, and me trying to grind the SU-57M in that game, and whether I suddenly get an urge to play Notoriety again.